This is a special one about football, college football.
Last week said the Horns were number one.
Yeah.
They were gonna beat Ohio State. No, I think I'm making all of the Longhorn Tex 10 fans feel better.
So the fake UT fans is what you're saying. Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the Tex 10 podcast. This is a special episode because we had a guest on yesterday, but this is a special one about football, college football. Clay, what's going on, man?
Hey. Well, we had week one. We had week one of college football, and I last week said the Horns were number one.
Yeah.
They were gonna beat Ohio State, no problem. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that loss.
Okay.
The way that it went.
Are you saying that to make yourself feel better?
No, I think I'm making all of the Longhorn Tex 10 fans feel better.
So the fake UT fans is what you're saying.
Whatever.
Because the real UT fans won. We came away winners, baby. So
Nico looks like a real jerk now, doesn't he?
He looks like a fool, man. But let's not get off. Let's not get off the fake Tennessee yet. Let's talk about the fake Tennessee before we talk about the real Tennessee.
Okay,
so
fine.
Okay.
Fine.
So to be clear, it was extremely painful. I couldn't watch the game though because I was watching the real Tennessee play because it was at the same time. It was very unfortunate. I did go back and kind of watch the highlights, and it makes me uncomfortable because I want Arch to do really well because he's Peyton's nephew. Seems like a good kid. He did not look great, and I can't figure out if it's because he didn't look great or if it's because he's playing against. I mean, legitimately, their starting 11 10 of the 11 will be in NFL. So
let's not forget that's the national. That's
right.
The defending national champs.
Correct.
Now, I mean, what you do this year is a whole different year.
Correct.
But let's start.
And it was
there.
at home. Not during night, which was weird.
And his first real big start. I thought, there was some problems in the beginning. It reminded me of when Quinn Ewers last year would get frustrated.
And the wheels would come off.
Those two, Coach Sark and him, just were not getting along during those games, and you could just read it on their faces, and that's what it looked like for the first three quarters. I thought of that game. Yeah, but then things started to change. Their defense, the Horns defense, I think is fantastic. Ohio State scored. They had one drive where they drove the ball down and pushed in from the goal line. That other touchdown, that guy does not catch that ball 9 out of 10 times. No way.
Yeah, absolutely. Other than the fact that Texas lost, which I didn't want them to lose, but it's helpful because I don't like them. I did not want Ohio State to win, but some of those passes by Arch were like, that's rough, man. Like you're throwing it behind people, you're throwing it at their feet, you hit one guy in the knee.
There were some that were not great.
The dang knee.
Some that weren't great, but there was a few in that fourth quarter where I went, okay.
Oh yeah,
that's why you're here.
So
that's why you are who you are.
That said, I don't know that. I mean, I'm not going to hang my hat on the fact that Texas is the number one SEC team at this point. That I don't know that Georgia or LSU would have beat them. To be clear, I don't know.
They won.
LSU won. Georgia played nobody. Who they play?
Yeah.
Like they didn't play anybody.
I know. And if anybody wants to rank LSU, Georgia above the Horns, I can't argue that. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Let's see how the rest of the scene plays out.
Yeah, and so speaking of ranking though, I think it's probably, after this last week, LSU, Georgia, Texas for me, but then South Carolina, they got them at like 10th. Who are they paying to get ranked so high, and how much are they paying them? Because this is still South Carolina, folks. It's still South Carolina. I don't know. I don't believe it.
I didn't really know anything about South Carolina until last year when I started paying attention to the SEC. And I think that's another one of those stories, and I like that coach.
Yeah, Shane Beamer seems like a very nice man, but
I agree. I hope they're as good as what
I hope
I
not.
hope they're as good as what
I don't
we
like
think
them.
they are.
I mean,
or
that's
what
their fans are
everybody
actually
thinks
nice.
they are. I don't know. That music that they play in that stadium, what's it called? Sand something?
I don't know. I
don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think they're overrated. The real UT, Tennessee Vols, they didn't look great, honestly. If you watched the game, which you didn't because you were watching the fake UT.
I didn't.
We beat them. I mean, they were a 10-3 team last year, so they were a good team. Should have been, good coming in. We had a complete unknown for a quarterback, right? I mean, this guy went from Appy State to UCLA, never played it down in UCLA. Nico leaves us, goes to UCLA, so we're like, well, we need a quarterback. I guess we'll take that guy. He did well.
I think he did well.
He did well. He didn't do great. He did well. That said, in the first half, there were 5 drop balls by the wide receivers. I was about to lose my mind. One literally hit the guy like in the sternum. Like, I mean, it was like watching like a little kid like do this, try to catch it. I was like, oh my God, that's awkward. Our defense did at times was fantastic, and at times you're like, what are we doing? This team's not that good. Why are we letting them score? So that said, I still think we're better than South Carolina. We'll beat South Carolina this year. But I felt solid. I mean, it was a solid win. Again, it was a 10-3 team from last year that we beat. It was good. That said, Nico did not look good.
No, like evidently not. I don't know what time that game was played.
It was like 9 o'clock.
I didn't watch
something like that. Yeah,
I'm sure.
So
I just heard the next day he was awful.
Yeah, he was like 26 yards, 1 touchdown, and an interception. And so again, to recap for the people who care that are listening, that kid was getting paid like $2 million from us, a little over $2 million. He wanted more money. Now they say it's because he wanted to be closer to home, whatever. He wanted more money. He tried to get $4 million, right? Tried to renegotiate his contract, which he was getting paid $8 million.
Tried to get Tennessee to pay him $4 million.
Correct, which he was.
That's what you just said?
Right. When he signed his agreement with the NIL deal, he was the highest paid at the time at $8 million, right? It was like 7.8. So he wants to go from 2 to 4 because he thinks he's awesome, which again, after watching him last year, he was good, not great. So I think, again, Heupel did the right thing for all of college football and said, hey, good luck, pound sand, let me know how it works out for you. Yeah. He goes to UCLA, gets paid 1.2, so loses $800,000, but also has to pay California taxes instead of Tennessee, which is no state income tax. Kind of stupid, but whatever you want to do.
I don't know who this guy's surrounded himself with, but it's not.
Like you're taking home he's taking home $1 million less than what he would have otherwise.
Gosh.
So that sucks, but okay, that's a choice you made. They look terrible. They got beat 44-10. I mean, Utah beat the crap out of them.
Isn't that sad? I mean, it's sad. UCLA used to, UCLA was UCLA, and now they're
terrible.
It's Stanford too, for that matter.
Yeah, they're terrible. Like, and part of me wanted to see him lose just because it's like, haha. But then, like, again, he's still a kid, and you're like, dang, man, you actually thought you were gonna go out there and like crush it. And not only did you not crush it, you played terrible. He personally played terrible. The team played terrible, and you lost.
Okay.
Like, It seems like you maybe should have just stayed at Tennessee. But,
good luck, buddy.
Joey Aguilar comes into Tennessee and looks like, he's all of a sudden, hometown favorite. Like, here we go. Like, everybody loves him in Knoxville. So, yeah, that was rough for him. But the best for me, the absolute best for me was UNC. Bill Belichick. I grew up Miami Dolphins fan. Lifelong Miami Dolphins fan. The Patriots beat us for decades because of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Tom Brady leaves, Bill Belichick all of a sudden can't win anymore, gets kicked out of New England. So he decides, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get paid $50 million to be the coach of UNC. $50 million, $10 million a year.
They're paying him $50 million?
$50 million.
Gosh.
He hires one of his sons to be a coordinator or assistant or something. He's paying him $500,000 a year, and his other son is getting paid $1.2 million a year. So, and he fires everybody when he comes in, all new people, which is very strange because
I would have too.
Well, but again, the guy's been in the NFL for like 40 something years. He doesn't know any, he needs to surround himself with some college people. I don't know. Like, do what you want. It doesn't really matter to me, right? But His girlfriend's hanging out with him on the sideline before the game starts. His 24-year-old girlfriend, who he is like 49 years older than, which fine, do what you want. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. She seems kind of weird, and she seems kind of controlling in that interview you watch where she like shut down the interview and let him talk. But you don't ever see like any of the other coaches' wives like on the sidelines before a game. Like that doesn't
She was
happen.
on the sideline during the game?
Yes, she was on the sideline and then went up to her suite, all right? Which was very strange. And then they proceed to give up twice as many points as she is old. 48 points to 14, I think it was. But like it was something like they scored 45 unanswered points, TCU did, because they scored right out of the gate. UNC did. It looked like, okay, this is going to be a game. Then they give up like 45 points and score one more touchdown, and then a field goal or something like that. Nuts. Bill Belichick got embarrassed. Everybody's wanting him fired already. And you know what? I think it's great. I mean, again, he's a nice guy, whatever. I don't really care who he is. He beat the crap out of my Dolphins. It doesn't hurt my feelings to see him get beat like that. It makes it helps me. Like it justifies all those losses.
It doesn't look like they're going to be much of a factor.
No,
doesn't look like they're going to be much of a factor in this season anyway.
Maybe they should have saved some of that $50 million.
I'll let you can get your revenge on him.
Oh yeah,
you can hope that he loses every game this year.
All the games, yeah. Like maybe they should have saved some of that $50 million for the NIL, like so they could get some better players. I don't like. That's nuts. If you have that much to pay a coach, surely you can get good players in.
You would think.
I would think. I
mean, I don't know if I was a recruit, knowing that they just hired Belichick. I don't know that I'm coming to play for that guy. I mean, he's grumpy as all get out.
Yeah, but look at how many people he's put in the Hall of Fame.
Well, sure. Right? There's that, of course.
Yeah. But the question is, did he do it or did Tom Brady do it? Which one did it? Looks like it might have been Tom Brady, because Tom Brady went down to Tampa Bay and kept winning, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point.
I don't know. Overall, I thought it was a great first week of college football, though. Fantastic.
How do you feel about Alabama?
Oh gosh, how did I forget about that? It was amazing. Like it's like they're back in the Mike Shula era. It's freaking amazing. So Deanna's grandparents are Alabama fans. They live right there. Most of the time during football season, they're right there. Right now, they're still down in Alabama, or up in Alabama. He talks smack all day, every day, talks about how good they are. And I always remind him, hey, remember, for every time you get what was their old coach's name? Saban. Every time you get a Nick Saban, you can also get a Mike Shula, because when they had Mike Shula, they were terrible. And Knoxville beat the crap out of them. Tennessee would beat the crap out of them every year. So when they hired this DeBoer guy, I was like, I don't know, like that. He doesn't have. You would just think they could get any coach they wanted because they're Alabama. Like they've got all the money, they have the winning history, very recent winning history. You could get anybody you wanted, and this guy just didn't seem like he was going to do super well in the SEC. They got run. It was terrible.
Yeah,
that quarterback. Did you watch that game?
I watched a lot of it.
So
I was in and out of mourning my Longhorns, but yeah, I did watch a lot of it.
So that quarterback would sit
there. I kept thinking, this is a nice story, Florida State. Sure. You're doing great.
Sure.
But they're coming back. There's no way Florida State, you're winning this game. And they'd score again.
Yeah, no, they are. They're winning that game. First of all, I think Florida State's obviously way better than what everybody thought they were. Or one of the two things, Florida State's going to be way better than everybody thought, or Alabama is actually terrible, which I don't think that's true. I hope it is.
I don't know.
I hope it is, but I don't think it's true.
I don't know. I think it's. I don't have a wish either way for them. But it's an interesting story for sure.
Well, all I know is that quarterback would sit there and do some of these crazy scrambles. I'm like, how the hell did he get out of that? And then throw it at somebody's foot. And I'm like, that's rough. Yeah. And he kept doing it over and over. I'm like, that is a terrible pass, brother. Like, what are you doing? I don't think. I will be shocked if he's starting next week. I'll be shocked. Or maybe if they're playing some patsy next week, maybe they put him in there just try to get his confidence back up. But yeah, that was rough, man.
Was he one of the? Do you remember? It was not last year. It was the year before. The Sabans last year, in the second or third game after they had lost to somebody the week before. They must have lost the first game that year because the next week they benched Milroe and let the backup quarterbacks play. I think he was one of them, and I think that was Saban saying, "Okay, everybody, pick who do you want me to play? Because this is what these other two guys can do. Nothing." I think he was one of those guys.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's just he wasn't great, man. Which again, leave him in. I don't care. Like, lose all the games. It's fine because you guys deserve to lose. Like this goes back to my entire childhood getting the crap beat out of us by Alabama. No, screw you people. Lose some. Like, feel what it's like. But okay, back to your team though. Like, Sark is not like his winning record is worse than Jimbo, or was it Jimbo? Or no, Jimbo was A&M.
That's who A&M fired.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, they were comparing him to Jimbo and Sumlin, who got fired by A&M, and his record is worse than either one of them against top 10 teams and against top 25 teams. That's nuts.
Fine. Let's see what the rest of the season does. I mean, here's the other thing that I didn't say just a minute ago. Looking at the stats, the only thing that Ohio State beat them on was the scoreboard because there was more rushing yards, there was more passing yards, total yards.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that loss.
Who do you guys play?
I wish they hadn't.
Who you guys play this week?
We've got big bad San Jose State.
Oh wow, you guys are really going to just take it to them, huh?
Yeah.
Go play the high school JV.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're playing ETSU, so I mean, knowing us, we could actually try to make it a game. So who knows?
Did you watch any of the A&M game?
I did not. Not even a single down. So I know nothing about it.
Okay.
How'd they look?
Well, it's kind of what we said last week was you can't sleep on UTSA.
Yep.
And for the first 3 quarters, it was close. It was a ball game, and then I think A&M just had too much depth. I think
I'm sure that's what it is. But did you see Florida played Long Island? I guess University. I didn't even know. I didn't know Long Island. Had
I guess
they won 55-0.
I couldn't tell you anything about it.
I don't. How can they even be a D1 school? And then Oklahoma played.
They're probably not.
Oklahoma played somebody that I was like, I didn't know they had a football team. I can't remember who it was, but
I don't know who it was either.
It's just, I don't know. I'm excited to see the second week, see how things play out the second week. I want to kind of see what it was really in store for Texas, was really in store for Alabama. Obviously, much easier teams this week. I hope you guys lose. I mean, it's not going to happen, but I hope it. Why not? I mean,
I just hope that everybody has fun.
Oh God, please don't say that ever again. Just don't ever say that again. Like, not on this podcast, sir. No, sir. I hope everybody has fun. Okay, so look at this. Saturday, 6:30, Michigan and Oklahoma. Oklahoma's gonna get absolutely pistol whipped by Michigan, would be my guess. Like, I think it's gonna happen.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
We will see, but
I don't know.
Everything
that everybody has said is Oklahoma's back. Oklahoma's gonna be good again this year.
No, they're not.
I don't know.
Oklahoma's not back.
All right.
I mean, again, I'll eat my words next week. I'm fine with that. But I mean, they played Illinois State and won 35-3. Come on, don't give me that. So
Illinois State may be a fantastic team.
I don't think they probably are. Be my guess. Just
I don't know.
Just betting. I don't think they probably are. But all right. Anything else on college sports, college football? Awesome.
I think we said what we wanted to say.
Made fun of everybody we wanted to make fun of. There we go. Yeah. Sweet. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this brief but informative podcast about college football, and we'll catch you guys next time.